Hi everybody. Hope you're having a lovely Friday. I just thought I'd check in and say hi and play a little heyday before I get on with the rest of my day. So, wanted to do a shout out there to Ricky Burnett again. He's almost to level 127. I watched a little bit of his live stream. Haven't gotten to watch all of it because it's over 4.5 hours long. So, I am on my brand new phone. You want to know what phone it is? Of course you do. It's an S10 phone. So the Galaxy S10, and it is very nice. I've only had it about 16 hours or so, but so far it is doing really well. The screen is really smooth, so it makes the gameplay very easy. And it's also faster than the S9, and my husband says it's because it has double the RAM. I'm just going to believe him, but it sounds good, right? But it is definitely quicker to respond, so far I'm really happy with it. So, we'll see how I feel over the next few days, but so far life is good. Hopefully it's recording well. I've got it at exactly the same settings that I had the S9, so hopefully it's doing what it's supposed to do. We'll find out, right? Okay, so my big news for the day. Let me show you. So over here in the neighborhood, well, first of all, I'm just checking on tasks. Tasks are good. Okay, so over here in our neighborhood, members, scroll down to my name. There I am. Check it out. I'm a co-leader. It happened yesterday. They made me a co-leader in the neighborhood that I'm in. I was elevated from elder, and I totally wasn't expecting it. So, how cool is that? So, what do co-leaders do? Well, we're allowed to do everything that the leader is allowed to do, with the exception of we cannot kick the leader out. Seems fairly obvious, right? But other than that, we can do everything else that the leader can do. So we have the authority to accept invitations, send invitations, kick players out, promote, demote, as well as clear the board for derby tasks. So that's pretty awesome. I'm really honored. I didn't think that was something that she was even considering with me. I was happy being an elder. Elder was good. I kept the board clear, didn't have too much responsibility. That was good, but so now I'm a co-leader, but it's really cool because everyone else is, the other co-leaders and the leader in the neighborhood are really awesome. So I'm excited. So that's my cool news for the day with Heyday. Otherwise, what am I up to? Well, there is currently a riverboat season event going on. So I am prepping for my next boat, which arrives in 1 hour and 27 minutes. So I'm working on making all this stuff. So you can see over here, got 2 in there. I can do another one. Let's do another one in there. And then back here, making some carrot pies and putting some fish and chips, getting that going too. So I should be pretty well set when this boat comes by. I might need a little bit of help from my neighborhood, but I'm looking pretty good. So otherwise, what else is going on? Not too much. I just did a fishing task, so I have a ton of fish again. Double check. Everything looks okay over here, but it should. I just checked on it not that long ago. The tackle box is full. Oh, it's because I have a lobster trap in there. There we go. Let's put the lobster trap down, shall we? Since the fishing task is over, I'm gonna go ahead and put down my depth traps and my lobster traps again because I don't need the spaces. So I have a brand new case for this phone too, and it has a little kickstand, and I'm using it right now. But it's kind of weird because if I push the phone too hard, I bump it and it moves, and it's sort of weird to me. So I'm gonna have to decide if I want to keep using it or not. I'm not sure. But for now, it's convenient, so I'll use it for now. Alrighty. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yep, that's fine. 1. Okay. What else is going on? Let's check our barn. So something I try to do with my barn, I try to have a minimum of 3 of everything that I can produce. So as I said, not the expansion stuff, but the stuff I can produce. So you see, I'm out of cherry jam, I'm out of raspberry jam, I'm out of bread, I'm out of dresses. So I'm in the process of making all of this stuff. And say, why 3? Well, 3 works pretty well with the size of my barn right now. If I had a bigger barn, like Ricky, Red Knights, it's like 3,800 or something in his barn, I would do more. But 3 is usually enough to help me. Truck orders are usually pretty easy. It's a good start on boat orders. It's not always enough for everything, but it's a decent start. And it's also enough to keep me going in my town. Most of the time people don't ask for more than 3 of these bigger items. Not typically, and if they do, then I make more for them, but it's a good number to start with. As I get bigger, I will no doubt keep upping that, where I will try to have 4 of everything, but right now I don't have enough room for that. So I try to keep 3 of everything, and I'm working very hard at the moment to get my barn refilled. Let's go ahead and sell some of this expansion stuff that I'm not using right now. So right now I'm not using bolts. Let's sell it. See if there's anything else in there. Let's see, I do need screws, I do need planks, and let's see here. I think that's about all for now. I was also making a couple of extra things. I had extra hot chocolate, but now I need it for my boat, so I won't be selling that. Got a couple of extra lemon curds. I usually don't sell those because the lemons take so long to make. I usually just hold on to the lemon curd until I need it. Similar situation. I have 6 feathers. Do I need to make pillows? I have 5 pillows and 5 blankets. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to wait because right now I need my cloth to make my dresses. If you remember, I'm out of dresses. So I'm making one dress right now, and I'm making cloth to make some more. So I won't make any more blankets or pillows right now. And we're doing it right there. I'm going to make another soy sauce. I have plenty of soybeans, as you can see, and a decent amount of wheat. Soy sauce is something that, because it takes so long to make, you really want to have enough of it in your barn. So if all of a sudden you have a sushi boat coming, you're ready to go. Or if you have a friend who has a sushi boat coming and they're like, I need more soy sauce, it takes too long to make it. And you're like, I got you covered, dude. You're good. So, otherwise, we're good to go. So, I've already done 9 of my tasks. You can see all of my tasks are done for the derby. So at the moment, I'm checking in here to see if a really awesome 320 comes up. Then I might go ahead and spend the 10 diamonds and go ahead and grab it. But at the moment, nothing's really catching my eye. I could do that 308 town task, but I'd rather do a 320, to be honest. I just did a fishing task. I'm kind of overflowing on fishing at the moment. Sorry. So I kind of don't want to do that one. 2 chili peppers. I'm not that excited about chili peppers. So, and oh Lord, another milk task. I'm not doing another milk task right now. No, thank you. I'm already drowning. Well, I'm not drowning as much in milk, but I still have 41 bottles of milk. I'm good. I don't need it right now. Alrighty. What else? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So what interesting things should we talk about today? So, I think I was going to mention, I think I was going to chat about buildings real quick. I don't have a ton of time. Let's see how much time I got. 8 minutes. We got a couple minutes. All right. So, buildings and organizing buildings. So, okay, another raspberry jam in there. So, organizing your farm, beauty versus, efficiency. I mean, honestly, you can go out there and literally as many people as play Hay Day have a different idea of how to organize it. So, I organize it more for efficiency. I'm trying to make my farm prettier. You can see I got this little area down here. I guess got all sorts of little fun stuff, but I'm not a big beauty person in regards to my farm. I'm much more of an efficiency thing. I want to be able to make the stuff and get the points and get the derby points, and that's much more what drives me in playing Hay Day. But if you're a different mindset, that's totally awesome. I've seen some breathtaking farms that there's no way I could make it that beautiful, so I'm glad somebody can. But the way I'm organizing my buildings, and I'm in the process of reorganizing my buildings, I'm trying to make them a little bit prettier by having these hedges around them so it doesn't look quite so hodgepodge. But I think about buildings in a few different ways. One is how easy it is to make stuff in the building. And what does that mean? Well, you can see these buildings down here. Everything that is in these buildings you can get by either harvesting it or collecting it from your animals. Dairy, milk, goat milk. That's it. You don't need anything else. So if you are getting milk from your cows, you're good to go on your dairy. Sugar, same situation. So what I do is I've been putting all of those first level buildings that only require stuff that you can make. You either grow it or you collect it, and I put that all down here. So honey extractor, honeycombs, the jam maker requires fruit, the loom requires cotton or woolen strawberries, woolen indigo, you get the idea. And then this next layer requires stuff that you had to make in this first set of buildings. And so what does that mean? So for instance, over here, the woolly chaps and the blankets and all this requires cloth. Well, you make the cloth in your loom. So you have to have that before you can start making the stuff in the sewing machine. Similar situation with the hat, the top hat, you have to have refined coal and you have to have cloth. So again, you can't just collect stuff for that. You have to make it and then you put it into this machine and make another more expensive item. And then finally, there's a third layer of even more complex machines, and those are the ones that are back here behind by the wall. This one, for instance, requires noodles, ketchup, cheese, and carrots. Well, the noodles are a first level machine right there. Ooh, yay, I got rice noodles. Cool. Then the ketchup is actually in this one, the sauce maker. And so you could argue if the sauce maker could be a first level or a second level machine. I put it in second level because the lemon curd requires butter and white sugar, and the mayonnaise requires olive oil. The olive dip requires bread. So I put it as a second level machine because it needs stuff that's made by these machines. But if you wanted to argue and say, well, most of this stuff you can just collect. Soy sauce, you just collect the soybeans and the wheat. You definitely have a leg to stand on. Salsa, same situation. Ketchup, you gotta have the brown sugar. So anyway, I put the pasta kitchen, I put it as a third level machine because to make this, you have to have components from a first level and a second level machine. So, sorry, I must have gotten a notification or something. All right, what else is in here? I'm making candy. A lot of these candies can take forever, so just putting them in your machine and getting them going if you don't need anything for a task or anything is useful. Chocolate takes hours, so it takes 17 hours, yeah, and the lollipop takes 10 1/4 hours, so it takes a while. So I tend to always be working on something in my candy machine, unless I forget, but I'm usually always working on something. Again, have it ready, your townies. All of a sudden, they're just maybe a run on lollipops, and everyone at the cinema wants a lollipop, and then they're all gone. So, all right. So far, we're good over here. I think I'm going to collect a few eggs. Very useful. All right. That's all I got for you today. Not too exciting. I may take another task for the Derby. You can find out tomorrow if I did and what task it was. What task do you think I'm going to take? If I take a quick 320, which one do you think I take? We'll see how well you know me after just a few days. But, all right, I'm going to let you go. Check one more time. Fulfill my duties as a co-leader. Oops, 292. Trash that one. All right, otherwise, everything's over 300. Cool. All right, I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy farming.